350 in the show because a lot of you waited. Listen to the expert, Alex Abrahantes. And what I love about the next like 20 minutes that we have with Alex is we're kind of going to focus a little bit more on those of us who are in this amazing golden prime of life, the Over 50 and Fabulous collection, because and oh gosh, I just found this out too on QVC.com. When you get your socks home from Barefoot Dreams, it looks like it's going to have a little ribbon and a little tag.
That's pretty cool.
We didn't show you that. So wow. And already we've had a ton of those ordered. Wait, that might be a different one. Hold on, I will digress. But we have Alex here in the final 20 minutes of Over 50 and Fabulous to talk about a computer, which we don't normally say this, our most powerful computer that we have ever shown you from HP as a value of the day. And remember, HP and today's special values at this time of year, this is a legacy at QVC. So if you're in the Over 50 and Fabulous moment, you probably have been watching QVC for a while. And even if you're not, even if you're someone that is new, keep in mind that this is something that we do every year. We normally do it around that, you know, great kind of big Black Friday after the Thanksgiving weekend. We decided to do this now. We just decided to do this for you about a week early so that you can get in, you can get it in your cart like so many of you have, and you can get a computer that when you listen to what's happening, probably one of the most important times to get yourself a new computer because what's happening in the world of computing. But real quick, I just want to take you through colors because if you've been watching all day, it is our lowest price ever on a 16 gig of RAM. What does that mean? That means you can do everything. The computer is not going to go in fits and starts. We'll take you through that in a moment. But we also have gorgeous colors for you. So the colors right here are maybe your beautiful kind of denim-y blue. We call that moonlight blue. And it's your choice of the 15-inch or the 17-inch. Now, by the way, in our final hour, full hour devoted to HP, the 17-inch with Microsoft 365 is by far the most popular. Back here, we have the white, and it's called diamond white. And it's not a shiny white like you would see in, you know, like an appliance in the kitchen. It's a really soft, beautiful, almost like a moonstone white. In the front, next to Alex, is the one that a dear caller named Elizabeth got because she was an artist with a camera. She was a photographer, and she fell in love with this color. It's QVC exclusive. It is called our Sun-Kissed Plum. But my favorite, and the favorite of everybody in that last hour, and probably many of the 350 in the show that have already been ordered, this is that stunning aquamarine sky. Look at the inside. Look at this computer. Just understand that when we say it's our lowest price ever on a 16 gig of RAM, what makes that such a big deal? And for you, you're like, hey, yay QVC for giving us a low price, but you're more excited about what the 16 gigs will do for us.
Oh my gosh, it's freedom. So if you use your computer, you do more than one thing at the same time. You're gonna appreciate having this amount of RAM. So my computer here has a variety of different programs open, and I can continue to open them. There hasn't been any freezing. I haven't had to restart this computer at all. I've been working since midnight, just opening up apps and programs, and it's jumping through pretty much everything. And it's effortless thanks to that 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's what you've got. We've got the most powerful computer that we have ever presented on QVC as a today's special value. You've got the 16 gigs of RAM. That's why I'm so excited about it. You've got the amazing processor. You've got options, whether you want 15 or 17 inch. This processor, out of this world. It's AMD's most popular processor. It's the Ryzen 5 processor. It's the latest version of that. Windows 11, super important. We'll tell you all about that. Your artificial intelligence that lives inside of this computer, Copilot, is going to revolutionize the way that not only you use your computer, but it's going to enhance your life in so many different ways, as is the touchscreen, as is the amazing backlit keyboard.
Yay.
You've got, as I mentioned, the most amount of RAM, most amount of solid-state drive storage in a terabyte. That's so much. 3 years to Find My HP in case you lose it. 1 year of accidental damage protection in case you break it. 3 years of HP Smart Friend in case you just need some help doing anything on your computer.
Well, Alex gave our friend Elizabeth in the last hour some really great tips, and I said, okay, Alex, what happens when we get the computer home? And we're like, where's Alex? I need him. That's what Smart Friend is all about. But I'm at 62, 63, I work with computers at home. I work with the computers, obviously we all do. I mean, it's not a thing anymore. We all need it. We can't live without it. It's how we watch TV and communicate with our family, because this has a built-in camera. It's how we check up on social media. We get the news. We shop. I happen to be looking at, of course, lights, camera, lashes, platinum coming up in about 15 minutes in the Tarte show. But this is one moment with you, and we've spent a lot of Black Friday moments together, and this is our big today's special
9 of
value.
them, actually.
Yep, 9 with you. 3.1 million HP computers ordered here at QVC. But we've never said this. If you do not upgrade your computer from a Windows 10 computer, it will be obsolete in 2025. So let's explain that, because I think if we're in our age of possibility, you know, I had a computer in the kids' playroom that was Windows 95 for a really long time. You weren't even born yet. But now we're talking about, my computer has Windows 10. You need to upgrade. It's not even an option, or wouldn't it be nice? You have to.
Right, because if you don't, your computer can stop functioning the way that it needs to. It's going to be susceptible to viruses and perhaps hackers out there. It really is a big deal that Microsoft is ending support for Windows 10. That means no new updates. That means the performance could really go down on your computer. That's why it's time to upgrade to a Windows 11 computer. And we'll tell you all about why Windows 11 is so fantastic, but ultimately it's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep you secure, and that is more important now than ever.
For anywhere from $5 to maybe around $3 a day on Easy Pay. I mean, when I work with Melissa Epps with Keurig, I always tell her, I talk about you a lot when I present jewelry or things like computers, and she goes, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, because if we just make our coffee at home, we can get a gorgeous brand new computer. And why us? Well, if you're watching Age of Possibility, then maybe you've shopped with us for years. I'll have my 38th anniversary coming up shortly, starting year 39. Wow. It's that we've been around that long. It's that we ship it out to you for free. It's an opportunity for you to know that you are getting this home, and you can use it in your home to watch TV, to get those recipes together, to stay in touch with your family, to feel like you're still like the cool member of the family when it comes to fashion and beauty and makeup or whatever, but also to understand that you have till the end of January to use this computer. It's not something that you gift for Hanukkah or Christmas and then the next day you got to do the dreaded stand in line at the mall. This is your computer until January 31st. If you don't love it, you return it, and then whatever, you know, few easy pays you've done, that all gets credited back, but it's shipping for free right now. And in colors that you can only find at QVC, especially our Sun-Kissed Plum and the Aquamarine Sky.
Yeah, and we built these specifically for you, and not only on the outside, you're not going to find these anywhere else, which I like to say, Jane, they're like a conversation piece, because when someone sees you with this in a coffee shop, working anywhere, they're going to ask you about this beautiful looking computer. So we talked about the RAM. I'd love to talk about the processor, because that is really the brain or the engine inside of the computer. And this processor is absolutely amazing. It is AMD's Ryzen 5 processor. And this processor is actually AMD's most popular processor, which means that out of all the processors that they make, the majority of folks want this Ryzen 5 because of what it can do for you. It's the perfect blend of power and performance and consumption. So whether you want to stream your favorite show, whether you want to do online shopping, whether you want to game, whether you want to connect maybe via web call, whether you want to maybe start editing some photos and having some fun with that, or maybe do some gaming, you can do all that now. You talk about Age of Possibilities. This opens up the possibilities to do so many different things that you might not ever have considered before because you didn't know that it was available. This is like opening up a whole new world.
And I mean, when we think about in our age range, we're thinking about our health care, we're thinking about our exercise, we're thinking about, you know, our beauty routines, keeping in touch with our kids and maybe the grandkids. Obviously, pets is a really big thing at this time of life. So a computer like this, I used to feel like, was only for someone that traveled a lot or at a very high position in some company, whatever. This is for us. It's for you and me. It's for being able to do so many things all at once. And if you have a computer that has Windows 10 and that computer is 3, 4, 5 years old, it's not just like a cool thing to upgrade. It's a must thing to upgrade. And why not do it when we have the computer, today's special value of the year? Like, our buyers start in December to start thinking, okay, let's think ahead, but we don't buy it then because we want to wait until right now to get the best ever. And talk about savings. If you're doing the 15-inch without, it's saving you $1,300, and that means with or without the Microsoft 365. And the 15-inch, by the way, is a great on-the-go computer. Now, in our age of possibility, we might say, well, I need that Asutra for my shoulder. I don't want to lug around a heavy computer. The 15-inch is lightweight. They both are.
It weighs about 3 pounds, so it can fit pretty much in any bag. And the screen, by the way, is still large enough to really be able to see everything, to get things done. The 17-inch is a great desktop replacement. So if you are replacing maybe the family hub, you can do that. And by the way, you can split the screen up to 4 different ways, and it's still massive. You can still see everything and enjoy everything, so you can't go wrong with either size that you choose.
So like our last hour, most people are doing the 17-inch with the Microsoft 365, which is that package which we'll touch on too in a sec. But this is the only order of the year, and especially if you want, I'm going to guess it is the aquamarine sky in the 17-inch width that's been by far the most popular. I'm not saying it's going to sell out in this presentation, but it could be sold out. I mean, we're going to extend the price of our today's special values a few extra days at this busy shopping season because we know you might be traveling. We don't want you to miss out, but please don't miss out on this because it is everything we love about keeping connected with our family, learning. You know, my dad was in his late 80s and he wanted to learn Spanish. He learned how to take computers apart and put them back together. I mean, that was him. That was his engineer brain. But this is something we can all tap into passions or maybe learn new passions that we never even thought we did before. But let's dive into wherever you want to take us.
Well,
because I know you're so cool.
You know, there's just so much, Jane, to talk about. We could talk about this for hours because this computer and the whole package and bundle, the most robust software titles and services that we've ever offered. So we talked about that amazing processor. We talked about the most amount of RAM, which is random access memory. Let's talk about the most amount of storage, solid state drive storage that we've ever offered in a today's special value. It's a terabyte, and that is a massive amount for the entire family. There you see on the screen, 800,000 photos, 376,000 songs, or 480 full HD quality movies. That is a ton of files, documents, you name it.
We're in the age of possibility. We have a lot of pictures of the people we love at this stage of our lives. 800,000 photos can be on this computer. And I know in the past when storage was not where it was, we had to upgrade. We had to buy a new computer because we were running out of storage. If you have, like it's in my family, if you have the vloggers that are working in very high, beyond the high definition that we think of in video, this is such a great gift for them. So whether it's for, you know, the kids or the grandkids in your family, or it's for you, or it's for the pet lover, because talk about this sweet puppy.
Right, this is Cooper here. There's his brother Manchego right there.
Aww,
and I love this because with the touchscreen, it's just so much fun to be able to scroll through here and interact with your photos just like you would your smartphone or your tablet there. It's just,
did you take that picture?
Yeah, I sure did. Yep.
That is gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and these are just my photos, and look at how great and vibrant they look on this incredible high-definition display.
Amazing.
And you can just really pinch in and really get all those details there. And look, just at a touch of a button, I can just jump through an app with the greatest of ease, and there hasn't been any freezing. I haven't gotten that blue screen of death, as people say, right? That's that RAM, that's that processor. By the way, my little video still playing right there.
Wow.
And that's the solid state drive working as well, because the solid state drive is advanced technology, and it pretty much helps everything work faster. So what a great combination.
So if I'm excited about this and I get it home and then I'm like, what do I do? I open the box and I'm like, where do I go? I bought it. It's gorgeous. I'm excited. I know I needed it because my computer, you'll have a little sticker probably on your computer that says Windows 10, or it will be there when you start it up. So if you have that, you need a new computer, and you might as well get the best computer leading into 2025, which is what this is.
Yeah.
You know, we don't bring you the best computer of the year. We bring you the best computer of the new year, and that's exactly what this is.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
if I get it home and I have that kind of, where's Alex moment? How do you stand behind us?
I'm glad that you asked that, Jane, because so many people are intimidated. I remember my mom buying Today's Special Value a couple years ago, and she waited months for me to fly down to Florida to set it up for her because she was afraid that she was going to do something. Here's the thing.
Okay.
You get 3 years of SmartFriend, which are technicians that we